What I have next to me right now is the Aviator series. You have 2 channels. Going from left to right, I'm going to walk you through what the different knobs and inputs do. Starting all the way to the left, we have 2 inputs. Now the bottom one, if you're just a normal guitar player, that's the one that you would go towards. It's actually labeled Guitar Channels 1 and 2, and that's just a regular guitar input. On top of that, it's labeled as Auxiliary Channel. Moving to the right, we have Channel 1. Channel 1 consists of 2 knobs. It's a volume and a tone. We're going to think of it like a clean channel. Volume is fairly self-explanatory. Tone is a little bit unique. As you turn the tone knob towards the left, it's a scooped out mid-range. So it has lots of top-end presence and lots of low-end thumpy bass. If we put the tone knob right in the middle, that's a flat EQ. If we move over towards the right, then we get low frequency roll off and we get a boost in the mids and the highs. As we go over to channel 2, there actually is a button on the front for channel selection. If you don't have the foot pedal plugged in, you can just push that to move over. But I do have the button plugged in, so I'm going to press that and it gets me over to channel 2. Now, channel 2 has a lot more knobs. Let's go through that. First things first, you'll notice that it has a gain knob. If I turn towards the left, it's going to clean up the amplifier and get dirtier as I move towards the right. The next 3 knobs are bass, mid, and treble, a full EQ complement. Moving to the right of that is our master volume. That's the overall output level. Whether you're playing at whisper quiet volumes that I can speak over, or whether you have it wide open and you're playing an outdoor stage, it sounds good no matter where the master volume is set. The next knob that brings us to is the high cut knob. Now the high cut knob is a post EQ tone shaping knob. Moving to the right, I have 2 knobs that control my reverb circuit. The first one's labeled Reverb, the next one's labeled Dwell. What Reverb is doing is deciding what the mix is. How loud is my reverb going to be? To the right of that is Dwell. That's how long the reverb tail lasts. If I turn those both all the way up, I'm going to get kind of a surf sound. If I roll the Dwell down, what I'm getting is a loud reverb sound, but I'm getting a shorter reverb tail. As we move around to the back of the Quilter Aviator, we get some ins and outs that again bring this into the performance amplifiers realm. The first one is an XLR output. As you move just to the side of that, you're going to get a send and return for your effects loop. If we're using front end gain on your amplifier and you want to also add delay and modulation effects, you can put those into the effects loop. Next to the send and return of the effects loop, you have the place to plug your foot pedal in. Now it's different from some other manufacturers because Quilter is using a Cat5 cable. And a Cat5 cable, the reason that they choose that is because 1, you can find them anywhere. You're never more than 10 minutes away from a place that'll sell you a Cat5 cable. And 2, they're really cheap, so it's no problem carrying a backup with you all the time. After that foot switch input, there's 2 speaker outputs. Now one of them is using the speaker on the inside of the amplifier, but you could unplug that and use the direct out, or you could plug into extension caps. To the right of that, we go all the way over to the other side of the back of the amp, and that's where we have the IEC input. The IEC cable on the back of a Quilter amplifier has a clip, so it actually clips into the chassis. Now that's the Quilter Aviator. Now like I said, it comes in a single 12, a 210, and a single 8 combo version. It also comes in a head. You can add extension cabinets to that as well.